now it's time for the Pigskin Preview here on StatelineSportsHub.com, and with me I have the head football coach from Winnebago, Mark Helm. And first of all, Coach, congratulations on a great season last year.
Thank you. We thoroughly enjoyed that opportunity we had last year, and excited to see the season kick off this year.
When you look at the season last year, it was one of those years that a lot of people dream about having. Did a lot of things fall into place that you weren't expecting, and was it good and bad?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely overachieved. We thought, coming into it, we weren't expecting the season that we got. Unfortunately, we had a very talented senior, Fred Mosby, tear his ACL in week 3 that set us back, but the team really rallied behind each other and got behind the cause and ended a very solid season.
How big was it to win the Big Northern West Conference? I mean, when you look at that conference, that's playoff games every week about.
Yeah, it was big for the school and everything. I mean, I think it had been since 1986 maybe the last time Winnebago had won a conference championship, and that wasn't even a Big Northern championship. So it meant a lot to our program and the kids and the community.
Is that something you've been able to build on with your younger programs as well, that they see that, wow, we can really compete now in the Big Northern, and we got a great football team?
Yeah, I think everybody has a mutual respect for the conference and understands how good it is. So, there's no overconfidence here. We know each week it's going to be a war, and you just got to get better each week. But, yeah, it's probably given the program as a whole a little bit of a boost.
Last year, of course, you had an undefeated season, Coach, and a lot of times that doesn't happen in any football program, but to do it in the Big Northern West, you had to be really happy with that.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there's a mutual respect amongst the conference. We respect how good the conference play is, and we had a good run at it, but this is a new year, and everybody's hungry and talented, so you're going to have to be on top of your game each week if you want to compete.
Let's look at offense this year. How basically are you set for this year? Did you lose a lot of kids, and is there a lot of people you need to replace?
Yeah, we did. We lost a large group of seniors there, and we got a little offensive line depth coming back, but the backfield's going to be new faces, and we're just trying to get our rhythm back and gel a little bit right now.
Is there anybody you're counting on to help you do that process right now in the offensive side?
Well, I mean, there's a handful of guys. We kind of offense by committee as long as the kids are doing what they're supposed to be doing. But Austin Moore's a senior, got quite a bit of playing time last year at fullback, and we're going to rely on some younger kids. Nate Aldrich got a little bit of time as a sophomore last year at tailback. But Justin Wright's a senior. I think he's ready to get some carries at tailback, along with maybe a sophomore and junior at fullback as well. So we're going to move the ball around. No one guy is going to carry a large load. It's just that's the way we do things. And
defensively, will you have a lot of kids that will have to go both ways this year, or you got some kids that are in place?
Yeah, we will. Our overall numbers are down a little bit. So yeah, we're going to have to play guys both ways a lot. And I told the guys that's a positive for them. They're not going to be standing on the sidelines a whole lot, but they're going to have to be in great shape, in order to do that and compete.
Who's going to be one of your keys on defense? Who's going to be the guy that's going to be making the plays for you?
I think Grant Spellman at defensive end and Alex Manuel at defensive tackle. Those are two kids that have got a lot of experience, along with David Alabal and Austin Moore. Those are 4 seniors right there in the front 8 of our defense that are really going to have to step up. That got a lot of experience last year, and they're going to have to do their job well this year if we're going to win.
Special teams. I've seen so many games over the past years where a special team has either won or lost a game for a team. How are you looking at that realm of the football season?
Well, we're taking it very seriously. I told these guys we always do, but probably more so this year, just because we don't have that big playability maybe that we've had the last few years. So we got to be very sound in that aspect of the game. I got great coaches that work with that every day, and I told them, we just got to play the field and tackle. Don't give up long runs and returns, and just play the field advantage. I mean, it's in your advantage if you can make a high school team work the field.
You talked about numbers being down. I've talked to a lot of coaches. It doesn't matter what level, the numbers are down. How is your lower programs? Are you getting a lot of kids coming out for the next couple of years?
Well, I don't know. Our 8th grade class is not quite what I'd like to see it, but it's one of those things where my mom used to say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So you can't force kids to play. I mean, they got to want to play, and I'm hoping more and more kids want to go out and participate. I know there's a lot of fear there of concussions, and we've scared some parents into probably believing that this is a bad game, but hopefully that pendulum will swing a little bit.
You look at the Big Northern West, and you guys have the target on your back. I don't care if you have anybody back or nobody back. They're going to want to beat the team that won the Big Northern Conference West last year. Who do you look to see as being your main struggle this year, and who's going to be fighting you for that title?
We're going to have a struggle with everybody, but I think the top teams to look at this year are definitely, you got to go with Stillman Valley. I mean, they won the state title in 3A. You got to nod your head at Lutheran. I think they were quarterfinal 4A. I think Byron is a big power to come. They got a lot of young kids last year, and they got great numbers. I think they're right there in the mix too. So we realistically know the target on us. We realistically know where we stand, and we're not worrying about that right now. We're just trying to focus on getting this football team better each week.
Do you think it's tougher to win a state title or the Big Northern West Conference? Because, you beat Stillman Valley, who wins the state championship in the regular season final, and then go on to win the state title. It just seems like, man, that's pretty tough competition right there.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to talk to Mike Waller. He's won state titles. I haven't. So I just know that, anything's tough anymore. It seems like the level of competition has gotten so good. So, it's going to be a war every night, and we know that, whether it's playoffs or regular season.
And also, they remade your football field, too. I know you're having a big alumni game there, but they're doing a new press box and some new seating. That's got to help a little bit. Yeah,
we're real excited about that. I've been, trying to push for that for almost 8 years now since I took this job, and I just think, it's needed. The fans needed it. The players, the personnel that makes the game flow up in the press box, everybody needed that renovation, and I'm just thankful that our administration and our athletic director backed that and got it done.
So winning conference title and going 9-0 helps get your field fixed, is what you're telling me.
Well, it doesn't hurt, but I think it was something that was something needed for a long time and finally addressed.
Well, thanks so much, Coach, for taking time. Congratulations on last year. Good luck in that Big Northern West, and we look forward to following the Indians this year.
All right. Thank you for your coverage.
We've been talking to Winnebago head football coach Mark Helm. For the StatelineSportsHub.com, I'm Dave Schmidt.